Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull
가부는 살아있나?
Otto will want to know what happened in Costas.
Staying long this time?
All operations are suspended until...
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
비비안, 너 또 누구니?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it
오케이.
wouldn't hurt to
뭐
visit our resident
심부름
historian.
하라고 하네.
Here for another of my lectures.
비비안 레포트는
How may I
뭐야?
help you today?
게임에서 등장한 주요 인물이나 메인 스토리와 관련된 세계 정세를 확인할 수 있다. 아, 저런 거구나.
Thus ends
오케이.
today's
그냥
lesson.
세계관을 좀 다시 확인할 수 있는 건가 보네. 데모님 계시나? 지금? 나 물약 좀 사야 돼.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn.
카론 할머니 살아 계셨군요, 할머니. 너무 비싼데? 악보도 너무 비싸고 포션 꽉 차 있네. 엘릭서. 우와, 씨, 엘릭서 겁나 비싸. 야, 이거는 안 되겠다. 야, 미안하다. 씨, 가격 잘못 보다가 내 그냥 전 재산 탈탈 털릴 뻔했네.
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
레빈 볼트. 지금 195. 아, 이게 번개를 휘두르는 검인 거구나. 잠깐만, 장비 이거 제작이네.
And?
잠깐만, 내가 끼고 있는 무기가 뭐지? 잠깐만, 장비. 지금 내가 플레임텅 이거구나. 그러면은 저거를 만들자.
What do you want?
데미가 더 세잖아.
No scratches, alright?
레빈 볼트 만들었고, 근데 저 보라 색깔 무기들은 강화 자체가 안 되는가 보네. 그냥
That it?
그런가 보네.
Fine.
악보를 좀 사고 싶은데 돈이 없어서 못 사겠어.
Norseman Harpocrates.
히포크라테스네. 이 사람도 저번에 저거잖아.
That is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night. From some, more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
가브가 살아있나 보네. 다행이다.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter? Have you been to the toll?
점프. 창고가 있었네? 나 왜 이 게임에서 창고를 처음 보지? 추억의 물건? 창고라기 개념보다는 그냥 추억의 물건이네. 달메키아 공화국군의 움직임이라고 하네요. 크리스탈 자치령을 제압한 상브레이크에 대항해 드디어 달메키아가 진군하기 시작했어. 후고 쿠프카의 사병도 소집된 듯하고 생각보다 큰 전쟁이 될지도 몰라. 자세한 얘긴 돌아가서 할게. 가브. 오케이.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men
지금 이
occupying the
얘
defense of the
상대에서
capital,
최대 우선은
they're
최대
less likely to
적은
trouble us.
후보잖아.
Good news, then.
제국령 쪽에.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion.
그래, 피닉스
I
깃털이
heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that.
쫓고 있는 게 아니야.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals.
뭐야, 마더 크리스탈이 더 있어?
To sit.
생각보다 많은가 보네, 마더 크리스탈이.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Joshua.
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
아니, 같이 움직이면 되는 거 아니야? 왜 저렇게 따로 움직이지? 같이 해가지고 뭘 하면 되잖아.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
낯수라고 가네.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
내려가야 되는구나.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a flood was spilled. Bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire. We could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
오케이, 렛츠 고. 자, 마사의 여관으로 가려면은 어떻게 가야 되니? 너 타고 내려가서 맵으로 이동을 해야 되나?
Finish with that broken back, Sid.
그치? 딱 그런 거 같지? 월드맵 이동을 이거를 하면은 클라이브 있는 곳에서 여기 또 마더 크리스탈이 있구나. 아까 그 얘기했던 게 저기 또 있고, 지금 마더 크리스탈이 보이는 게 이것도 지금 마더 크리스탈인가 보네. 그러니까는 지금 보이는 게 총 3개인 거네. 여기 또 있는지 모르겠지만. 오케이, 가보자. 우선은 아군부터는 구해야 되니까.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical. Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
가보자.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
아주 그냥 여기에서 난리를 폈나 보구만.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even to the Empire.
Get him!
얘네 약한데?
Get him!
어디서 덤벼 이씨. 그냥 보낼 때 곱게 보내줘라. 지금 나 갈 길 바빠. 그냥 무시하고 갈 수가 있나? 가보자.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
그러네, 갈 수 있네. 다 죽었네? 아이고야.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
니들
To
뒤졌다.
dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
제가 좀 대장 같은 애인가
Of these
본데
our swords we
기사.
swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
이거는 한 마리씩 없애버리고. 그러니까 별것도 아닌 것들이. 별것도 아닌 것들이 깝치고 있어. 뒤질라고. 정광석이랑 벨리콕도 성인.
Is that all of them?
근데 그 아까
I think
보스
so.
같은 애는 없는 것 같고 살짝 중간 보스 같은 애 나오지 않을까? 안 나오네? 랩업 안 해주니? 랩업 할 때 되지 않았네?
I didn't see the abbot.
잠깐만 어빌리티를 좀 볼까? 지금 라무 이미 개방이 된 상태잖아. 지금 내가 생각해보니까 800? 이것보다 이것도 나빠 보이진 않는데? 이게 데미지가 엄청 세더라고. 와, 씨, 이거 2300으로 하게 되면 진짜 딜량 대박이겠는데? 저거? 마스터와 오, 씨. 이거 거의 어빌리티들을 조금 스킬들을 많이 배워야겠네. 보니까 라이트닝 로드 거의 이거 하게 되면 마검사 수준이에요. 이거는 이거 2300짜리 한번 배우고 싶은데 한번 좀 그거 해볼까? 여기 누구 있니? 아이고야. 그냥 완전 학살을 했구만.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
몸이 석화가 돼? 이게 마법을 되게 한계까지 끌어서게 되면 몸이 저거 되나 보구나.
The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue.
상브레이크보다 더 빨리 없애야겠네
Rosaria
그냥.
will never be saved unless we
Save her. Tell Martha to beg Sin's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sin! Where are you? Sin!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Reddock's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
빠밤빠바바바밤. 저게 어빌리티 포인트인가 본데. 잠깐만, 그러면 서브캐 같은 거를 하게 되면은 어빌리티 포인트 같은 것도 주나? 그거를 좀 생각을 해봐야겠는데? 저기 못 가니? 잠깐만, 저기를 어떻게 가야 돼? 저기야? 아, 이렇게 돌아서 가야 되는 거구나. 잠깐만, 맞나? 지금 813 있잖아. 아까 전에 저기 5개 주잖아. 이거 한번 검색 좀 해봐야겠는데, 이거? 파판 16 어빌리티 포인트 저거 서브캐에서 주는 건지? 전 뭐야? 아리만? 이런 것도 있네? 5천에 저런 거? 리스키모 마물과 야만족을 서식하여 쓰러뜨리면 토벌과 귀중한 마테리얼을 얻을 수가 있다.
Think it spotted us, Torgal? Wait there. Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
All yours, Torgal!
피했잖아. 얘 겁나 센데? 야야야야. 거의 보스급인데? 죽었어. 와, 뭐야? 야, 겁나 센데? 저거 피해야 되는구나. 오케이. 저 많이 아프네, 저거. 이걸 피해야 되네. 뭐, 왜 멀리 떨어져서 그래? 아, 그러네. 와, 이제 너무 아프다. 이거 못 잡는 거 아니야, 이거? 아, 쉣. 번개 내려 찍고. 아, 피했는데. 좀 늦었나보다. 테이크다운일 때 딜을 좀 많이 넣어야 되는데. 좋아, 많다. 이거 너무 세다. 내가 굴약이 없으면 큰일 나는데? 이번에 끝내야 돼, 무조건. 아, 쉽겠다. 와, 빡세네, 얘네들. 이거 일반법도 좀 잡아가지고 랩업 좀 해야겠네, 이거.
You didn't see that coming.
이제 문제는 이거 마을 한번 갔다 와야겠는데, 이거? 이 상태로 가다가는? 진짜? 잠깐만, 물약 좀 사와야겠다, 이거. 잠깐, 이거 물약 좀 사와야겠는데, 이거? 잠깐만, 아까 물약 파는 데가 어딨어? 뒤쪽이네?
Best off staying where we are for now.
여기 있구나.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. Much obliged. Very well.
땡큐. 다시 갑니다.
Oi, look sharp!
여기서 아래로 내려가서 쭉 내려가면 되겠네. 그러면은 아까 저게 10개를 줬잖아. 그렇네. 아 근데 저기 10개가 아니고 30개가 적어되는데? 도대체 몇 개가 적어되는 거지? 이거 어빌리티 포인트 좀 적었는지 좀 찾아봐야겠다. 방송 끝나고.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of
장브레이크부터 그냥
sleeping bears.
빠르게 그냥 날아쳐야
I
되는 거
assumed it
아니야?
was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire.
이거는?
Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Now, where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
아, 얘도
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
이제 부시러 가는구나. 그래, 가야지.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's breath near
하나.
Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia.
2개.
Drake's spine in Waloed.
3개.
And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
총 4개구나.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
저기부터 치러 가는구나. 왜냐면 중간에서 싸워버리니까는 얘네가 저기를 가버린다. 오토의 사업문은 뭐야? 지원품 창구라 일행차 몇 가지 시설을 이용할 수가 있게 된다. 명성, 관계. 명성을 근데 올리게 되면은 지원품을 다양하게 아이템을 받을 수가 있다고. 아, 저게 명성이었구나. 뭘 얻을 수가 있어?
The patron. Does that mean?
Oh no, that's still me. I still catalogue every item. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
클라이브가 명성을 얻으면은 그에 상응하는 지원품을 받을 수가 있다. 명성은 퀘스트를 달성을 하거나 리키스 몹을 쓰러뜨리면 얻을 수가 있고, 명성은 누적되기 때문에 지원품을 얻더라도 소비하진 나. 그냥 몇 정도 이렇게 달성이 되면은 얻을 수가 있다라는 거구나. 귀부인이 보낸 지원품이라고 해서 얻은 게 있는데, 아 그러면은 지원품 내용이 어빌리티 포인트 이런 거랑 저거를 얻을 수가 있네. 이거 무조건 해야겠네. 이런 것들. 버서커링. 이거는 버서커링 얻는 거고, 이거는 메테오라이트를 얻는 거네. 근데 겨우 45 명성으로 지금 메테오라이트를 하나 받는 거는 말이 안 되는 것 같고, 실질적으로 저걸 이상 돼봐야 되는 것 같은데?
Alright, Clive. Me too. I've been doing my best to keep on top of the rest. And anyone with the
협력자 창구.
anything catch your eye?
자, 미수주 퀘스트를 확인할 수가 있고, 수주 정도 주변 이동할 수도 있다. 명성 20을 주네. 보상. 황국 송령 로자리야?
Always something in there.
넌 뭐야?
What's the map? The hunt book. It's where the curse. Just because they. Right. The people of Valisthea, last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them, and perhaps I...
아, 여기가 이제 그 아까 그 리스크 몹들 저거인 거구나. 이게 얘네들 레벨 높아 보이는데? 이거 하려면은 레벨 좀 높여야겠는데? 아, 여기를 봐가지고 아, 이걸 봐서 위치를 파악을 해서 가야 되나 보네.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
뭔가 냄새 맡았는데?
I always knew that I would
토르가리?
return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
There's no